welcome everybody to the HolloTalk podcast. This is Jetpack Nick, and I'm here with a special guest today, Dope Queen. Say what's up to the people.
Yeah. What's up, people? It's been a while.
It has been a while. So let's just get right into it, man. This is kind of a interesting episode because it's the last episode of season four. You know, the season four wrap up. We're doing it here tonight. Man, for me, this has been an amazing season for a lot of different reasons. Um, I can say that for one, I definitely had a lot of my favorite people on this season. Um, we had a lot of amazing conversations. I was able to bring a lot of new people on. This is probably the season where I had the most new people on the podcast, like people that I just met through the process of podding and networking and everything. So that was a new experience for me. But it was also amazing though, like just to build those relationships with people and also come on and have dope conversations. A lot of dope things has happened in the course of recording season four. So we about to get into it and talk about it. Let's really talk about it, right?
Let's really talk about it. Okay, we about to get into it because this is the wrap up and we gotta know, right? So
Yeah.
Nick, I'm about to ask you a bunch of questions about the season. You about to tell us everything we need to know, right? This is the all exclusive episode to next season, and we wrapping up this one. Let's get into it.
Say
Right?
less. Say less.
All right. So first question, overall, how do you think this season went? Let's compare it to other seasons too. Like, how do you think this whole entire season went?
Amazing, to say the least. Comparing it to other seasons,
Mhm.
I mean, the best way I can explain it is each and every season, I feel like I just get better as a podcaster, but that just comes with repetition and, just doing this over and over and over again, talking to a different variety of people, um, all those wonderful things. Th- this is this is definitely one of my favorite seasons for a lot of the reasons that I had mentioned when we started this pod. The fact that I was able to talk to a lot of newer people, people who I didn't know prior to doing the pod, it
Right.
opened me up to experience different things and allow me a chance to grow, if you will, grow as a person and also as a podcaster. You know, talking to people who you don't know that well for an hour plus is not an easy thing to do. And I was able to manage to do it for a whole lot of the episodes for this season. That was one of my favorite things to do. So shouts out to everybody that was on season four actually, because y'all definitely made it very, very special for me to do this season. It's been a long journey, but we here at the end so far. So we doing something good, right?
Right. Period. 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 can I just expand a little bit on what you just said that
Go
you feel like
ahead.
a better podcaster? Can I just say I want to say like I visually saw it because I see your growth every day, right?
Yeah.
We like this, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
for real. So I see it and I saw it. Like I heard it in the podcast as I was listening. I could see the change in you from like the first season to like right now. And you don't know
Right.
how excited I am for like the next season and the seasons to come because I see the growth, bro. I'm just
Yeah, see, you see the growth.
like
You
it.
see the
Like I see the
growth.
growth. Like I see the growth, bro. And I love it. I love it. I support it 100%, bro. Super proud of you, like for real, for real.
I appreciate that, and I thank well, and not even just you, like everybody else. Like I thank all of you for allowing me the space and opportunity to grow. Being that you guys come on and y'all believe enough in me to want to come on to my platform and have these conversations with me, be open about y'all lives and y'all thoughts and emotions and all those wonderful things. Like, not everybody gets an opportunity to share that kind of space with
Right.
a bunch of different people. Like I said, a lot of the people who I've had on the pod from season one to season four, like I kind of met through the pod, like the podcasting process. Networking, going to different events, and things of that sort. Um, that like it was a challenge for me to not only get those people on the pod and trust in what I do, but also trust in me as a person and feel comfortable talking about their lives and their emotions and everything else that they came on here and talked about. So
Right.
Shouts out to y'all.
For real. For real. For real. Honestly. Speaking of all the people that you have networked with, right? Like I'm curious. I don't know about everybody else. I don't know about the viewers, but I know I've seen a difference in the people that you've had on the podcast compared, other seasons to now.
hmm
This particular season, you've had specific people, to me, specific people on here. Did you know you had specific people? Did you purposely put it like this? And why these specific people? I really, really, truly want to know.
So okay, so that's a great question. So to answer it, I would say that I didn't necessarily like how do I want to say this? Like I didn't necessarily like outline like okay, I want these specific people to come on, right? Like maybe a couple of them I did like, closer to the beginning of the season when I had Professor Smith Morris come on and I had my guy Xavier come on and all of those things like as the season went on, I was able to just network with different people and find out how amazing they were and the amazing things that they do. And then that kind of prompted me to be like, yo, like I would love to have you on a pod. Like, I got a podcast called the HolloTalk podcast. This is what we talk about. This is what I want to talk to you about. And they was like, hell yeah, bro. Like I'm with it. Let's go. Um, but I definitely had an idea of some of the people that I wanted to have on, like I said, Professor Smith Morris. So
Mhm.
let's kind of dive into that one because for me personally, that was one of my favorite episodes that I've
Oh,
ever done. And for the listeners too, that was one of their favorites as well, for the people that did hear that episode. Um that was somebody that I shared a really close bond with when I was in college, same for you as well. And to have her come on the pod, knowing that she's an avid listener of the podcast.
right.
She had hit me up on the phone and be like, well, when that new episode coming out, on who you got on it, all those things, and to have her come on and share that time with her and share those stories that the people may have not known about or or she might not even have known about, from
Right.
me. Like it was important for that to happen, for that moment to be recorded and stored in history. I can always go back to that moment and be like, yo, like I really talked to Professor Smith Morris on the Hollow Talk podcast. Like we had to lock that in. Or when I had my guy, Mr. Gardner, Mike Gardner, come on the
Yeah.
podcast. That's that's my guy from high school, man. My long rival, man. My long time
Not
rival.
okay. Okay.
But even something like that though, that was important for me to do as well because this is somebody that I've known for almost half my life, and we've had a lot of dope moments together, and to be able to put that on the pod and again have it recorded and always be able to go back to it. It's like those moments become a little more real, that you can see them like take shape as the episode is going on, and other people can also see that dynamic as well. Everybody wasn't in my classroom in high school to see how that dynamic went from sophomore year to senior year, and how it transitioned as I graduated. But
Right.
you got the peak. You got a little peek, a little glimpse of what that dynamic looked like and what it continues to look like. So those are two of the episodes that I really really wanted to get done this season, and safe to say I got it done.
Right. And did. But can we get into some of the other, the brand
Yeah,
new, um, freshly networked with? I'm gonna use that. I like that. Freshly networked with, right? Freshly picked. You feel me?
yeah,
Like you had a lot of, man. When I say specific people, I'm not trying to like say the wrong thing. You know me, but like I want to say top tier
yeah. You can say that.
people, right? You had a lot of business owners on here, right? You had a lot of
Yeah,
people that can connect you with other people on there. And you said you did a lot of networking. You really did. And some of these people were like, kind of hard to reach, but you did your thing. First of all, commend and pat yourself on the back for that because
I appreciate that.
that's
Appreciate
hard.
it.
You got first of all your persistence.
Yeah,
Let's go, right?
you already.
Um, you had a lot of people in the entertainment industry on here too.
hmm
I like that. I appreciate that. Can we talk about a little bit more of that? Like, can
Yeah,
we get into that? Because I think that's different for me. I've seen you go from friends, close friends,
Mm-hmm.
family, everybody on here, but you had people who know people on here.
Right.
Like, let's talk about the relationship with that. Like, let's talk about that people, them episodes. Like them, I know them episodes did stuff for you because y'all gave out very much great vital information for people to take and run with. So it's like, with I need to know the experience. I need to know everything. Like, am I saying the right word?
No, you asking
Like, I want to know more about
tremendous
that too.
questions.
Right. You said it was significant when you had, Smith Morris, and I understand that.
Absolutely.
We know Smith Morris, but like, what's the significance from these people, from the people who, from I don't want to get nobody name wrong, and I apologize. Right.
It's cool. That's why you asked
From
me
the
the
business
question because
owners,
I
right,
got it.
to everybody who do this or who do other things. You even had your cousin on here who was out here giving
Yeah.
exclusives
Mm-hmm.
to movies coming in November.
Right.
You
That's
feel
a
me?
that's a fact.
Like, let's
Okay.
talk about that.
Okay. So I'm gonna start off with my cousin. So that was something that kind of just came about because like I was able to get around him. He travels a lot, so we was able to get together and spend some time together, and I was able to inform him that I got the pod and I would
Mhm.
love to have him on because I know that what he does is vital to a lot of the things that I wanted to talk about, and not knowing that I was going to get some exclusive information about a movie that's coming out in November.
Hint, hint.
Yeah, right. Hint, hint. Go listen to that episode,
Right.
the Jason O'Neill episode, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know about that exclusive information. But yeah, like having him on there, not only is he family, but he has an amazing story to tell. He's an actor, performer, and he also does crew work on
Right.
films. So it was dope to be like, yo, I'm in the acting realm too. Like, can you drop some jewels? Like, I got a lot of actors and actresses that listen to the pod, that I
Right.
know. You being one of them, like,
Right.
you know. So
Yeah.
like having him on there was important for me to have him tell a story because it resonated with a lot of people that listen to the HolloTalk podcast. Same goes for my guy Alpha Karoma. Alpha actually reached out to me on LinkedIn one day, and he was real adamant with like, yo, like I see you got a podcast, like I was doing some research on it. I love what you doing. Like, like would it be possible for me to get on? And I hit him right away, like, yeah, like, absolutely, bro. Like, it's not a problem at all. And I had him on a podcast, and we was able to connect and build a friendship and a relationship together, and talk a lot about a lot of the things that we want to do, like with the podcast and with other ventures that we plan on working on together too. So having people like that be in my network is very important to the progress of not only the podcast but any other venture that I see myself being involved in the near future. Who else I had? My guy Barry from Green Tea Studios. uh so I was able to connect with Barry because I just
Mhm.
happened to find Green Tea Studios on Instagram, and I love music, so I was able
Yeah.
to look and see that they was doing some amazing stuff out in LA, and I just DM'd they page, and they got right back to me, and he was like, yeah, like I'm down to do the pod, and I talked to him. So now I got a connect in LA now. So shouts out to Barry and the whole Green Tea Studios, and hopefully
Hey, Barry.
right. So hopefully I'm able to have some more of the Green Tea Studios, family on the HolloTalk podcast too. And maybe when I do go out to LA, we could link up and do something in the Green Tea Studios.
Real. That
Yeah.
Barry, if you like, let us know because I'm be on that trip too. Let's go.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So like just things like that, being that I'm really, really understanding of what it is that I do and what I feel like I do well is important for
Right.
me to be in spaces that
Mhm.
that are conducive to what I do. And meeting amazing people in those spaces can only be a benefit to me. So
Right.
being able to share my platform and have those people come on and build those relationships with those people, it can only lead to success. Especially the fact that I'm doing it off the strength of being very, very genuine in the way I move and how I go about putting my product together.
Right. I like that. I do. You know what's crazy? You know how we got on here? We did our own episode this season of where now. Can we talk about how genuine of a person you come off in your podcast? Like I can listen to everybody else, and unfortunately I do, right? Because I'm curious minds. I gotta understand what you're talking about. I gotta hear it. But you are the only person I think is like 100% authentically you. Like about everything with anyone talking to everybody, and I think that's A1 to me, bro. Like,
I mean, shit. Look at me. Look at me right now, and I'm wearing my HolloTalk gear. I got a fucking headband on and a bucket hat in the comfort of my own home. So I kind of does what I please.
For real, very, very much unique, bro. Very much unique. Your own style. You know what I'm saying? Like, calmly. If you know Nick in person, he got his own language too. He's very much
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just that too. But that's really cool though. Like, you say you venturing off into different things, right? And I know you have, I'm horrible with names. I apologize.
You're cool.
We don't even put my real name on here, so it's hard with names. But I know you did a project recently, right? Project where you did. I don't want to say it's not your first acting, but it's on film. You know what I'm saying?
It's my first time being on the set, a film set. That was an amazing experience. But I'm gonna let you finish the whole question before I give answers.
Oh no, okay. So you had was she the director?
Yes.
Director. I'm not sure if she was an old friend as well, but
yeah,
I believe so.
My friend since middle school, actually.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
All right, you build strong relationships. We like that. That's okay. All right, you hold on. That's great. That's fine. But you had on the pod, right?
Yeah, I did.
Right, because that was significant to me alone, because you already know what projects I'd be on and stuff like that. And
right.
So can we talk about that a little bit? Because
Absolutely.
like I said, you had a lot of people in the entertainment industry on the pod this season, and it's like it kind of like foreshadows where you're headed. Like it really does, which is amazing. But I want to get into it because you've given everybody who listens to the podcast, the actresses, the actors, actresses and actors, one is female, one is male, for those that did not know. But like you've given a lot of information, right? Like,
yes.
Like, can we talk about the significance of that too? Like, of having a young director come up here and you allowing her the space to talk about it? Like,
let's put some more emphasis on it. A young Black woman.
Oh, period. Try not to be an extra ghetto because it's kind of late. Period. Heavy on it. Heavy on the young Black director. You feel me? A woman. I think that is amazing, bro. At the end, we'll let them know when it premieres, a little sneak peek. So
absolutely.
Everybody get into it. But let's talk about the episode, because I found it to be very much significant, and I loved it, and I appreciated it a lot more than anything. So let's get into it.
Let's really get into it. Okay, so first things first, let's give a shout out to Miss Naja Jenkins, since she is the director of the film that I was in earlier this year. Very, very good friend of mine, long-time friend of mine. More than half my life, actually. So that came about because of a DM. She DM'd me and just asked one simple question: is do you act? And I was kind of taken aback because I'm like, what is she asking me this question for? Because I didn't know like the whole, like I didn't know she was working on a film or anything like that.
Right.
So I said, yeah, because a brother got a little bit of acting skills, Right. And she proceeded to fill me in on the project that she was working on, and the role that she needed me to play, and all the things that went into what we were going to work on. That was a little tongue twister right there, but
you got it.
but then when she told me what the film was about, what the story was about, what role I was going to play, I was immediately intrigued. And the crazy thing was, I was talking about getting back into acting like probably like a week or so before she hit me up. So the whole manifestation thing,
Yeah, I'm about to say you manifested
well,
that.
again, that's another one of our episodes. Back in, I want to say season 2, season 3, maybe. But go check that out. Anyway, she, like I said, she talked to me about it and everything, and I was like, yo, like I was literally just talking about I want to get back into acting. So I jumped at the opportunity, and it was one of the most fulfilling experiences that I could have ever had. I was able to meet so many dope people being on that set. Um, it opened me up to an experience that I never had before, being on a film set for the first time. Not only being on a film set, but being the lead actor in the film. This is my first film I did, and I was the lead actor. So we talk about pressure. I walked into onto set. We're in a live place, like it's patrons walking around, like these ain't extras, ladies and gentlemen. These is these is real people.
Right.
So I walk in, and I'm kind of taken aback a little bit, because it all started to hit me like, oh shit, like everybody's kind of counting on me now. Like they counting on me to do my job well. Like I can't just stand in the back and be have my little 2 or 3 lines. Like
Right.
I'm the guy.
I'm the guy. Okay.
This doesn't work unless I do well. Like
Right.
so I was kind of nervous in the beginning. Uh I was petrified.
Ain't no way. That's hilarious.
No, but no, I was though. Like I like for the first few scenes, I was like nervous. But then as we went on, and we got through some of the scenes, I was cool after a while. Like everything felt normal. Like I just had to knock the lines out. And I did. I did a real good job at it. Um, so definitely shouts out to Naja for sure for even thinking about me to even play that role, because it was no inclination that, like, somebody was gonna hit me up and be like, yo, like you want a part, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
Right.
I'm happy that she reached out to me. I'm happy that I was able to highlight some of the amazing things that she got going on, and have her on the podcast to drop the jewels that she dropped, and just highlight all the amazing things that she has done, she's currently doing, and she will continue to do. So Naj, shouts out to you.
Yeah, heard you, Nigel. Right, that's lit. That's lit. Now talk about me next time, because I'm really down for whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Ain't nothing to
yeah.
drive down near to be the little.
Nah, and real quick, real quick too, real quick too. Just just in case any producers and directors is listening or whatever. Me and Dope Queen, we looking for some actor spots. So
Dog for
like we around. Like
if you
come
need,
get us.
I play.
50, come holler at me, man. I'm looking for a role on Power, bro. Like you got about 4 or 5 Power shows running. You got
He
at
got
least one
for
spot
real,
for a brother. Like
for real.
get
He
at
do,
me, 50.
he do, he do. Look, but 50, I'm dead. Daddy egg and cheese. That's what. Ain't no way. Look, manifest that.
Hey,
Look,
you listen. You
tomorrow.
got to
Stop
speak it
playing.
into existence. 50
Yeah,
might see this
that's,
and be like, oh, I like how I like what he do. Let me
right.
like, somebody get his info. Next
Right.
thing you know,
He
they
will meet.
say this is a big rich town.
Look, let's go. I'm cracking up. All right. I do have a personal question to ask,
Go
right?
ahead.
Because before we graduated, we was in a
Hmm.
play together. We were in a play together.
Yeah.
That was your first time acting on stage, and this time, Wenaja, was your first time acting on film. I want to, because I haven't been necessarily in a film, but I've been on stage.
Hmm.
I want to know the difference. I need to know the pros, the cons. I need to hear the comparisons. I need to know it all. I really do. I really want to know what's the
I
difference.
no,
Like
I got
you
you.
say,
So for one, I should
uh,
be asking you the questions about, like, being a pro actor actress. Like,
I've only ever been on stage.
no. Listen. I know your resume though. I know your resume. So, as far as we concerned, you are the Oscar winner.
We're not even doing that. Look,
but
who got the lead role? I truly want to know, bro.
I got you.
I haven't, so
I got you. So for me, it was similar in a way because I was able to, how do I want to say, I was able to be me. I didn't have to really conform to being like a character that I wasn't really familiar with.
Okay.
So that's like one of the similarities. The difference I would say is when we do theater and we on like live stage and everything, the most important thing, at least for me, was blocking, like knowing where you're supposed to be at, knowing where everything's supposed to be at, like that's a part of the story just as much as what you saying or what you doing or acting out. As far as being on film, being on a set, the most important thing for me was memorizing my lines. that was like the main thing. And I'm not saying that memorizing lines isn't important in theater, but at least in theater, in most cases, you got a lot of space to improvise.
Right. I agree. I do actually agree with that. I really do.
So that would be like the main similarity and the main difference for me. But both of them were definitely fulfilling experiences, and I would love to do either one of them, if not both of them, again at some point.
Are you manifesting again?
Of course, I'm manifesting throughout this whole episode.
That's right. Positive vibes. Everybody listening, manifest as well, because
absolutely.
You feel me?
It's power in words. That's why when I come on a pod and I talk to people when we go over the whole process, I let everybody know like let's take it serious, because not only is this a forever thing, but it's a lot of power in your words. So let's
I'm glad you said that.
Let's be mindful of what we say, how we say it, and let's just keep it $150 and get busy. Like, let's go.
Okay, hold that, because I have to get into one of our episodes this season, right? This is the only.
Yeah.
This is the second one I've been on.
Second one.
You said something, right? Because our episode was definitely on Where's Podcasting Now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Words have power, and we did discuss how there are I want to say this many shows, many platforms in which people are discussing topics, and I wouldn't say necessarily handing out, but giving or putting out, what's the word I'm trying to look for? I don't want to say advice, because it's not that, because people are not do this, but not really saying the right things and not understanding how their words have power on like other people, right? We've seen multiple people, like we already know like the top tier podcasters who are widely known, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and we see how they influence is, right? So heavy on the words have power, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like what's the process? Because I'm about to ask you a question, because now I'm just
go ahead. Listen, like, that's what we do.
You talk, right? Because you see how like I'm calmly trying to find the words, because I'm sitting here say the wrong thing, but you just said words have power, bro. So what's your process when you be on the podcast and you be talking? Like you be ready to go, or you be ahead of the game? You be doing your homework before this?
Of course. Listen, but you got to understand though, like in anything that we do, like some people can wing it. Some people can just walk in, show up, and be amazing. But for the average person, it's important to prepare.
Right.
If you prepare for a situation, you kind of know what the angles are, and you're able to react. You're not guessing, if you will. Right. Being that you are prepared sets you apart from everybody else that's not. You know what I mean? Like regardless of how much more talented they might be, how much more charisma they might have, whatever the advantages that they have. But if they aren't prepared to do the job well, and this could be in anything, showing up to an interview, playing a sports game, being on a podcast, the
Right.
person who's prepared is usually the person that succeeds.
Right.
And
Okay.
that's something that and you know, to shout out a lot of the people that we had on the pod, like Professor Smith Morris and a lot of those other people. Those are the people that, you know, drilled that into our head, like, come prepared. You know, you come prepared, you halfway there.
Heard you. Heard you. So being prepared, right, and having your stuff together. Is this like you line this up every podcast? Like you already know who you gonna have, why you gonna have them, and the overall what you looking for in a specific season, or is it just this is a dope person I need to network and I need to get their story out, and that's how you go about it. Like I want to know the process behind that
I
because
got you.
you be prepared. You don't do this off the willy nilly. You already said it.
Nah,
Told
yeah,
me.
I don't.
So it's like, what's the process to getting everybody on this pod, right? And like having them all in specific season.
So okay, so to be completely honest, when I
We
when I
like the authenticness.
no,
Go ahead.
for sure, 110%. So when I first started the pod, the only thing I thought in my mind was there is all of these amazing people that have influenced me in some kind of way, or that I find amazing or dope or whatever words you want to use. And and I just reached out to them and was like, yo, like, I got a platform, I got a pod. Like, would you be interested in coming on? That was like the initial, like, you know, the initial thing for me. So I reached out to all my favorite rappers. I reached out to all my favorite athletes, all my favorite entertainers, all my favorite people in general. And you know, some of the people actually responded. You know, like, not me thinking that they would actually do it, because I was and I had an upstart podcast. Like, I didn't have no clout behind my name or nothing like that. I was just doing this all the muscle, and we was just creating dope ass content. And you know, that along with me being a stand up person, that shined through enough for them to be like, "Yo, I would come on your pod and talk to you for however long," and gave me an opportunity to cultivate those relationships. Um, for this season, I just reached out to a lot of those people that I wanted to talk to, like, more on a personal level, like people that I knew personally that influenced me in amazing ways.
Mm-hmm.
That was the catalyst for me getting those people on. As the season went on, I was just able to meet other new amazing people, and that was like, yeah, like, that would be dope to have them on, because like I said, this was the one season where I had the most new people on,
Right.
because you know, the first season, you know, just by the, how do I want to say it, the convenience, if you will. Like, I had a lot of my friends on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the ability to stretch out and, you know, reach out to all these amazing people who would have been like, yeah, I do the pod. So I had a lot of my friends on. Then season two, I was able to, you know, get some more, like, some more noteworthy people. Then season three, even more. And then season four, I was like, let me like tap into the networking scene, and you know, kind of find some people that's local, or people that's, you know, just that small business owners like me, and you know, like, let's chop it up and let's really get into it. And that's how that came to be.
That's dope. I like that because it worked out perfectly fine. You did a great.
Yeah,
I just say, um, you did have a lot of small business owners on here as well.
yeah.
There's one in particular I feel like I want to talk about because what she has done or what she is currently doing is absolutely amazing, and it's like another form of social media that is actually significant and actually works. You know
Who
what I'm
we
saying? Like,
who we talking about? I got an idea, but who we talking about?
who you think we talking about? There's only one.
Uh, I feel like we talking about Simran Rivet.
Yes, let's talk about.
Okay, I'm excited about this one. So shouts out to Rivet, actually, as a whole group. Like,
As a whole group, not for
no,
real.
for real, because Rivet has definitely made the HolloTalk podcast more accessible than it's ever been. Um, the Rivet app is essentially like a central hub for your business. Like, anything concerning your business, you could make a Rivet page and have it all available for whoever is looking for it. That for me, in any business owner, small, big, and in between, like that is an amazing tool to have. Not only is it a central hub for people to find out what you do and who you are, but you can also monetize from your content. So Rivet is definitely in the process of changing the game.
Yeah.
And one of the dopest things is that I'm a part of it.
Facts. He's talking about one of the dopest things.
Yeah,
No,
so shouts out to Simran, man. Like she was amazing, and she definitely dropped a whole lot of great information.
gotta love that, yo. Because I recently, got my own business or whatever. So
Yeah,
I love it. I love when
you
people get here and talk about their experiences and talk
you,
about.
you want to talk about it? You want to talk about your business?
Um, um, yeah. I can spit out a little bit of things, but and then we can get back to podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's a production company. It's not a company, but it's my production business in which I start developing films, movies, documentaries. We about to have a whole bunch of little sitcoms and everything. We about to be the next thing, bro. It's called Analytical Minds. Wait on us. We about to be it, bro.
Oh yeah, you already.
Because I write my own stuff. Well, we write, and it'd be you, it'd be me, it'd be Mark.
Shouts out to my boy Mark, man.
No, for real. Like wherever Mark is right now, shout out.
That's the guy right there. That's that's the silent killer, man.
Hey, I really hope he hit us. Like we gonna sing a specific part to Mark, yo.
I mean, shit. If you want to, we really could get into some of the things that we've been working on with the production company.
Oh, for sure. But I want to talk about one more thing, right? Because I'm about to ask you some real personal questions because we need to get to know what Jetpack Nick is up to next.
All right, I tell you what. So we gonna take a little bit of a break and then we could really get into it because I need to find out what you finna ask me.
Oh, okay. Let's take a break so he can get prepared, y'all. Let's take a break.
Preparation is key, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
All right.
Welcome back to the HolloTalk podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Before we left, Dope Queen was going to ask me some more questions, so I'm going to turn it over to her and get ready to answer.
Dope All Queen? Right. So I love how versatile you are on the podcast, right? Every season, always mix it up a little bit. You always give that shimmy, yaha. You feel me? So recently you had a sports episode. I'll call it that, right?
Yeah, my guy Patrick Norris.
Yes, Patrick Norris. Let's talk about that. Let's get into that, bro, because I commonly, anymore, I'm not a sports person, right? But I like it when you give, because he no longer plays, right?
No. He coaches his own youth baseball team. Yeah.
Right. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about this episode and its significance because I find it very much significant to have a pro baseball player on my podcast.
Yeah, me too. Right?
Like, bro, and just to be friends with a pro baseball player, like right. Let's just get into it. Come on, bro.
So, okay, so for the people who don't know, baseball is my favorite sport, like hands down. So. For me, that was like a dream come true to not only have a professional baseball player on there, but somebody who I consider a friend. Like that's my guy in real life. Like, real life. This is somebody I talk to fairly often. So, that all came about. How do I want to say this? Like this episode Ben was supposed to happen, like to be honest, like like that episode was been supposed to happen, but I don't know, like it just never came about up until last week. He basically did me a solid. He was like, I gotta be listening to the pod, like when you bringing me on, I'm like, whenever, bro, like let's make it happen. And we was able to make it happen, and then it was definitely one of my favorite episodes, not only because we got to talk baseball, but because that's my guy for real. Like that's my main man. That one was important. Not only because of all the things that I just said, but again, that caters to a lot of the people that listen to the HolloTalk podcast. Like I have a how do I want to say, a versatile audience. Like I got people who are in the sports world. I got people who are in the entertainment world, people who are in the business world, um, school, all types of things. So that was just in addition to the long list of amazing people that I had on the podcast, and we finally got a baseball episode, to go along with the professional football players I've had on the pod, or the professional basketball players I've had on the pod. So we just add into a great group of episodes. And shouts out to my man Pat for being the guy to represent the MLB.
Yeah. Shout out to Pat. Let's talk about it. You said, but he coached his own league. So like,
Yeah, he has his own youth baseball team in Arizona. He talked a little bit about it on our episode. So again, if people want to hear more about that, definitely check
go
out
check it out.
the
Right.
yeah, go check that out for sure. But yeah, he has his own youth baseball team, and from what he's told me, that they're pretty good. But I plan on going out there and seeing them live and in person. And I also told him to make sure he tells kids that I play high level baseball so they can listen to me when I go out there trying to coach them.
High level baseball. All right. All right. All right. We lied kids now. That's cool.
It's not lying, per se. We just ain't telling them the whole truth.
Oh wow! All right. Oh, you ready for parenthood? Look at you. You saying the
like,
right thing.
You like how I spend that right there?
That was right. I'm cracking up. Too funny. All right, bro. Let's get into Jetpack Nick, bro. Because we gotta talk about you, because obviously with all the stuff that's going on, everybody you network with, we know you got other stuff going on outside the podcast.
That's a fact.
And I think, it's about time to tell the viewers what's up. Can't keep that to yourself no more, right?
Well,
so what you about to say?
I mean, I could, but
Yeah, he talking like we're going. We're gonna get into it, because like I already know what you got in the works.
For sure.
Because, we talk every day outside of this, but I think that it is time for us, not for us, for you to express to the viewers what you are doing behind the scenes. What are you getting into? What's the next step? You already said you're getting into, some new things, what he did, but you about to start, progressing in that alone, not just the podcast. So what outside of the podcast are you up to right now?
So okay, so let's backtrack a little bit, because you had it right the first time when you said we, me and you. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, me and you.
We talk about we. Oh, I didn't know we was French. My bad,
bro. So me and you and Mark too, we are currently working on two projects. We're working on a TV series, and we're also working on a film.
Right.
I don't know how much detail we could go into, because we didn't discuss how much we was going to talk about it on air, but let's just say that it's some very, very exciting, refreshing content. Me being an avid TV series watcher, I can definitely say that that the TV series that we are currently writing and in the process of producing is definitely going to be one of the best shows anywhere that you can find. I'm serious. I'm not, and I'm honestly not even just saying that because we are the ones that's producing this content. But if somebody was to bring me this idea and be like, yo, this is what we're doing, this is what the show is about, I would be one of those people to be like, let me check this out, man. Let me see what's going on, because I like the concept of it.
Right.
So as time goes on, we'll definitely bring out more details about it and everything. And who knows? You know, we might be talking to some potential actors or actresses to act in the show.
For real.
I might even act in the show. Who knows? You know,
He talking about a mic.
I might. Maybe
Let's
Don't Queen. Maybe Don't Queen might pull up and act in the show. Who knows? You know, might get my Spike Lee on. You know, I might write it, direct it, and act in it. Shouts out to Spike Lee too. Yeah, if you got any acting spots too, Spike, let me know,
Nah,
man.
for real.
Please
You always
let me know.
Bro. Yeah, like let's get into it. I'm down for whatever, whenever. All fine. You feel me? But speaking of acting, like I genuinely want to know, like, you know, since you've been in the film, since you already got your foot in the door, you already talking to people out here. Mm-hmm. Do you see yourself like heavily progressing with that as well? You know, keeping up with the podcast and everything. Like, how you feel about acting for real?
Absolutely. You know, given the right opportunities, I definitely can see myself continuing to act. Like it's something that I really, really enjoy doing. And like I said, 50, I need to get on power. Like this is non-negotiable at this point. Like,
oh, for real?
Get me on power. Like,
for real, you know, always down, bro. I could always play
hashtag get Jetpack Nick on power. Like,
oh, I like that. Like, let's make that a thing.
We putting that out. Like, we putting that out.
That's great. Okay, so when you say you're gonna progress in it, right? Like,
mm-hmm.
we about to see you on auditions. You about to be out there.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it past myself to do it. Like, this is something that I think I can do pretty well, and I definitely am looking forward to learning more about the craft. Like, this is something that I've been doing for how many years has it been now? Since I was a freshman in college when I started. So
not age.
All right. All right. Let's just say it's been some years.
It's been a while. Yeah.
It's been a while. So you know, I definitely have a base in being an actor. Mm-hmm. But like any actor, you know, even the most seasoned actors, there's always still more to learn and more to you know, more skills to sharpen and, you know, all of those things. So, but you know, in comparison to those people, I'm basically a rookie. Like, even though I have a few years of experience acting and writing and producing my own content. So I'm definitely looking forward to that journey with the people that I know that are in that industry and business, and even the people who I will meet later on as you know, as I go through those things.
That's dope. You know, I support you through that journey, bro. I really do.
I mean, you kind of have no choice. You kind of have no choice.
Okay, I ain't never heard that before. That's crazy. He's talking about you kind of have no choice. All right, I'm cool either way. I was gonna support you either way. So, you know what I'm saying? But I'm excited to see your growth in this. I really am. Like,
I'm excited to see your growth too. I mean, we working on projects, so you know, like we working on projects together, and these are projects that I wholeheartedly believe in. Like,
oh, for real.
Like seriously, given that we are granted an opportunity to bring these ideas and these projects to light, and you know, potentially get them made for real and get them on streaming platforms or cable television or whatever the process may be. Like, I hope that really can be a thing, because for one, it's dope to do amazing things, but there's another type level of happiness and success when you can do it with the people that you really rock with.
Right, heard you. Down for real,
you know?
Real. Would be, yo. Like, if only I could see the writing process. It's something crazy, but it's effective, it's efficient, but it's like hilarious. It's like high school. Like,
that's my favorite part. That's actually my favorite part. Like, like going through the script reading of like the new stuff that we add. Like,
no, for real, yo. I can't wait.
I'll be driving y'all crazy. I'll be driving y'all crazy, don't I? When we be going through script.
High key driving, yo, bro. If we were like in the same room, we'd probably be in there fighting for real, because we'd never get that done. It'd probably be laugh, jokes, all that. Like, but it still be, you know, we still be in there. We still make sure to get things done. That's how we develop a little bit more with a little jokes. Always add a little fun in there too, you know.
For sure, gotta make it fun.
Facts. All right. Ready for my next question?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Because I know the podcast is progressing. I don't know how much you can share or what you want to share, but I want to give a little insight to where you about to go, bro. Like I know who you connected with. I know you connected with the you said the Green Tea podcast,
Green Tea Studios, yeah.
the Green Tea Studios. Excuse
Yeah.
me. I apologize. Um, and I know that's a thing. Well,
Yeah.
y'all in network with each other, but you are in network with somebody who's trying to drag the HolloTalk wow high.
Mm-hmm.
Wow high. So I don't know how much you could get into. I don't know if you could even share even just a little bit.
I feel like I could touch on it like
All right.
somewhat. So let's just say that the HolloTalk podcast would definitely be heard and available on many more places than it already is. And again, that's a testament to the great content that we've made over the past 2 or so years.
Right.
That's a testament to the great relationships that I've built over the last 2 or so years, and the belief that these people have in not only the HolloTalk podcast, but me, Jetpack Nick, or Nick Holloman, like me, like this guy. what did I say? This guy. This guy. Like, that's a testament to all of those things. So you'll definitely get a chance to hear the HolloTalk podcast a lot more places. Let's just go with that.
Okay, so we got some expanding going on.
Yes.
Expanding. That's what we love to hear. Now, I'm curious, right? Because we already see where you have come from and where we at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to know what you got in store for us next season. You don't got to give us everything, but I want to know where we going with this. So are we implementing new segments? Are we going for like? Are we about to get some like high level people on the podcast? Not to say that you already don't have them, but who we networking with? Where we going? What we adding? What we taking out? What are we doing?
Okay, so
are we getting new hats? Like, come on now.
Yeah, we are. Okay,
new hats, new do-rags. That's what we doing.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer the first question. So the first question was any new or returning segments. We're gonna say yes to this.
Oh, we're gonna say yes.
We're gonna say yes to this, and I'm glad that you're the one asking me this question because you will be featured. And
how?
Okay,
go ahead.
I got you. So we had a segment in previous seasons called "What's the Word?" What's the word? Just we took a little break off of What's the Word for whatever the reason was. I'm not even quite sure why, but we will definitely be bringing What's the Word back. So you'll be learning about some more words and what they mean to us, and having some amazing conversations about those words. Jetpack Nick and Dope Queen. We bring the knowledge to you guys. Like, we bring great content, and What's the Word is going to continue on with great content.
All right. I know he's serious about it because he definitely said definitely 3 times.
Like, I definitely did say definitely 3 times.
All right.
Definitely.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. I mean, I actually did like it because I know where we started at with What's the Word, bro, and it from where it started, it came a long way from making it to the HolloTalk.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited actually. I really am because I like that segment. We be on here talking, bro. Like it be some actual factuals, some Snapple facts, some nothing. Ooh, I almost said nothing but facts. But you feel me.
Listen, I'm rolling.
I'm excited. I'm excited. So we implementing that next season.
Absolutely.
Next season. All right, y'all gonna hear a lot more Dope Queen and Nick on here. Good. All right, cool.
Absolutely.
Yo, and I'm always down for suggestions when it comes to
words. Oh, of course. Of course. Definitely, please, HolloTalk podcast listeners and supporters, let us know what words you guys want us to do.
It could be anything. Anything.
Anything. Answering your second question, some of the people that we're gonna have on the pod.
I'm excited.
So I'm excited too. I'm very excited about this. So I'm not gonna spoil it by
Okay.
saying anybody's names
Okay.
quite just yet, but
All right.
I can say how important it is to me and why it's important to me having certain people on. So one, these are people who I find very, very, very cool. Like these are just cool ass people. Like people who are like they know who they are as an individual. They know who they are as an individual. They have their own individual style. They carry themselves with their own sense of self. And for me, that's important to highlight because not only is it going to create amazing content, but the
Mhm.
things that they're going to talk about, they're very, very in tune with those things that they do or the things that they're involved with. So those conversations have no choice but to be dope as fuck.
You
Um,
you
go
see
ahead.
me
I'm
teasing?
listening. Yeah, I
Like
do. You
I'm
see me
right.
cheesing.
Yeah, like I don't see now we gotta get to the next season. I can't even wait. We gotta end this and start it tomorrow. Like we gotta do this right now. Like oh man, give us man. All right,
I
all right.
mean,
I'm,
I really can't say who, but I just at least to me, I can't speak for everybody else,
mhm.
but for me, these people are like it's like they're like celebrities to me, if you will. Like that's how dope they are as individuals. Like and that's how much I admire what they do, how
Mhm.
they do it, and their know-how of doing what they do.
Okay. All right.
So shouts out to those people.
Yeah, shout out whoever you are. We will find out next season. All right.
Hmm.
That's exciting.
Very exciting.
All right. So, you had on plenty of business people,
Yeah.
entertainment, sports, and what else can we see next season? Like who else we about to bring in?
All right, let's just say
Not like
this.
that. Not
No,
who, but
I
like
got you. I got
oh,
you.
top,
I got
top,
you.
top.
Let's just say this. So one episode I'm very excited about is gonna involve fashion.
Ooh.
It's
Because
gonna yeah,
ooh, ooh,
yeah,
ooh.
yeah.
Want to be nice. Okay. Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
The topic will definitely be highlighted with fashion.
Are you gonna be giving us fashion tips?
I mean, a brother put the Hollow Talk podcast hoodie together, so
All right, all
like
right.
what I'm saying, like I got a little bit of
Okay.
stylistic
Yeah.
advice. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Okay.
you see how I'm carrying it. You know
Yeah,
what I
right.
mean?
Oh, we about to all be dressed up like that, y'all. Like it's about to be lit. All right.
I'm trying to influence the culture.
As you should.
Hmm.
Period. All right. So I'm about to get at you real fast. Just real fast, because
Go ahead. Go ahead.
that's what I have to do.
Go ahead.
Hollow Talk merch.
Uh-huh.
Let's really talk about it
Let's really talk about it.
because I know what you got in your closet, but why we don't got the same thing? I need to know. What's up?
So okay, so I'm gonna tell you why. So how do I want to say this? If you're gonna do something, you gotta do it right, so you don't gotta do it again.
Can I just say something real fast? Immediately, just as a joke, I'm gonna just that line from Sister Act, and she's like, if you want to be somebody, you want to go somewhere, pick up and pay attention. I promise you that gave off. Please continue.
So so like I said, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. Like I don't want to just put out
Mhm.
a product just to say I got it out. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I'm moving very meticulously when it comes to how I do it, who I do it with, when it comes out, the different designs. I'm still coming up with different logos. Like, so it's a slow process, but that's only because I want it to be real quality.
Okay.
I don't want to just put out HolloTalk podcast gear to just say, oh, like I got some gear out. Like we do, like, well, some of us do got some HolloTalk gear, but that was just samples to kind of see, you know,
Mm-hmm.
what the product would actually look like, if we did it in bulk and we was able to, really get it out on the marketplace and actually sell it to consumers. But
Right.
like I said, quality is important, just like my content is important. I'm not just coming on the podcast just saying whatever just cause, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
I plan, I prepare, and I put together great content that's long lasting. And I would like to do the same thing with other ventures that that represent the Hollow Talk podcast name, which would be merchandise. So please forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, for taking a little bit longer than expected, but the Hollow Talk podcast merchandise would definitely be out at some point.
You know, that was such a good answer. I'm not even gonna say nothing back. That was such a valid answer. I ain't even gonna say nothing back because I was ready to get at you, bro. I'm waiting for my t-shirt, but it's cool. I understand that. Because
Listen,
I like
I got you.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
I got you. Say less.
Mm, 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 mm.
You,
So give us an ETA. Like I need an ETA. Like
sometime
something.
soon. Sometime soon. I can't give you an exact month or day
That's such a
or
post office answer. Like
I mean, I
when
like
my package gonna get here, it might be today, it might be tomorrow. Who knows? Okay.
well, I can't just make the promise to say it's going to be out at this time when I know the process is very meticulous. You know what I mean? Like something might happen to where it's like I think I'm ready, and then I feel like I'm not. You know what I mean? So it soon for sure.
Assume one of them words. It's one of them words. Like it's baby. Like
Well,
I
you
don't.
can't. No, well, it's gonna come out. Like it's not gonna come out, but it's just not gonna come out tomorrow
Might not be the next day. Or the next day.
or the next day or the next day.
Yeah,
Shout out to
that's
SpongeBob,
fine.
right? Ain't that SpongeBob?
Yeah, no, for real. Like no copyright though. Like
Oh yeah, right. My fault.
anything now. But you know, for real. All right, cool. That's cool. That's cool. We gonna wait on it. We gonna be patient.
Yeah.
Hint. Like that's crazy. You know I did
Well,
that.
okay, all right. I'll tell you what. Also, so the listeners and supporters definitely let us know like what kind of merchandise would you guys want? Like what kind of designs would you want? Anything, any ideas that you guys might have, like definitely let me know, and we could definitely implement it and get it made when the merchandise comes out. It's all about satisfying the core fan base. The people that's been rocking with you. You know what I mean? So that definitely reach out. Feel free.
I like that. Okay, so being that you said you've grown as a podcaster, right?
Mm-hmm.
What new skills that you have learned, right, are you about to implement into the next season?
This is one of the skills that I feel like I do pretty decent
Mm-hmm.
already, and that's I allow space for my guests to carry on the conversation. Like I'm not like overbearing when it comes to just being a host of the pod. Like I leave it open to have back and forth conversation the way
Right.
conversation should be, right? Like
Right.
some podcasts, the guest is like the focal point of the pod, and not to say that that's a bad thing, anything like
Mm-hmm.
that, but when you listen to a podcast and you have a guest on, most of the time the listeners want to hear what the
Mm-hmm.
guest has to say.
Right.
So I definitely think that that's something that I do pretty well already. Um, something that I think I want to implement more is definitely attempting to see if I can get some different segments involved. Like I said, bring it back, what's the word, or implementing a new segment. Just trying some different things. We got a pretty good formula. Going so far, we was able to crank out 4 seasons thus far in a short matter of time. So we're doing something really, really good so far. But it's always ways to improve and be better than you were the day before, or in this case the season before.
I like
So we gonna see. I can't give all the secrets away. Y'all
no,
just kind of
you're right. You're right.
gotta wait and see a little bit.
Right. And I'm excited to see what is to come. I'm excited to be a part of it.
Of course.
I'm excited for everything. Like I can't even express to you like how happy I am for like this entire thing, for the entire podcast, your process, your growth, everything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like for real, like I'm Raven. I can see into the future. I already know you different, bro. Like I already know you about to be. So, man, I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm ready for the next season. I'm ready to be a part of it. Thank you for all this. Can I just say
thank you.
I'm really appreciative of like what you've created here. Because calmly, not just for me, but like for everybody that you brought on here, everybody that you've uplifted, everybody that you taught, you know what I'm saying, that you helped learn and everything. I love that. I love this entire, the HolloTalk is the best podcast out there. But I gotta say, you feel me? Like, bro.
You know what I'm saying? We
wasn't
officially stamped now. I said we officially stamped now. You stamped this. You stamped this.
Period. And who am I? Like, Dope Queen, you feel me? You feel me? You've been stamped by Dope Queen.
Of course.
It's official. It's official, bro.
That's the best stamp anybody could ask for. I'm serious. Right. Can I just for 1 second dig you up because
no.
Nope. Let me big you up because you have been a part of my podcast journey even before the HolloTalk podcast. Like we literally started potting together, right? And like I don't have a co-host, but you basically my co-host. So for me to have you in my corner from the beginning up until this point, like I can't even begin to like explain how important that was to not only the success that we've had so far, but just the fun that I've had doing the pod. So for that, I thank you 100 times over. And also, a lot of people that listen to the pod, whenever you're on, they definitely give you your props. So you are a superstar in your own right. And I think that it's important for me to highlight that while I'm talking to you on the HolloTalk podcast.
That's great. I appreciate that, bro. I do. Thank you so much. For my heart grow like 3 sizes. I'm the Grinch for real. You feel me? That was nice though. I appreciate it, bro. And anytime, I'm always gonna be here. Throughout the journey, I'm gonna be right here. It's gonna be jetpack naked up point, but what you talking about?
We listen. We balling out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you feel me?
Pop, y'all gonna hate us because we're gonna be annoying.
For sure, that's a fact. But not only that too. Like I gotta shout out the rest of the people who contribute to the podcast too. Like Mark and and Bree and everybody else, man. Like all of these wonderful people who believe in the vision and believe in what we got going on right now, and then the guests that come on the podcast and feel comfortable talking to me about everything, and feel comfortable cultivating relationships after we get off the podcast. Like shouts out to everybody for being a part of the journey and believing in the vision that I had for myself. We definitely still got ways to go for sure, and we making it happen each and every day, but they say sometimes you got to just stop and smell the flowers, appreciate where you at and how far you've come from the point that you started. Like,
Right.
at some point, I'm pretty sure when I first started, I was thinking to myself, like, damn, like, I can't wait to get to 4 seasons and here I am, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna take a little minute to stop and smell the flowers, So thank y'all
Not
for
for
for making this a fun journey thus far, and allowing me an opportunity to create something that's everlasting and something that people can really really learn a lot from.
thank you.
For sure.
Everybody else, but thank you, bro.
For sure.
But
It's my pleasure.
and take a bow. Take a bow.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
I mean that's pretty much it. We put another successful season, you know, we put another successful season out. And I can't be more proud of myself and everybody that's been a part of it.
Bruh, I can't be more proud of y'all. Everybody. You,
You gotta
everybody.
say you too. You a part of it too.
I feel you, but I'm like proud of you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like super proud of everything that you're doing now with the podcast, everything we doing outside of the podcast. Like, bro, this is something. Like just thinking about it get me all excited. I can't be talking about it sometimes because it'd be like, damn, we really out here making moves, bro. Like we really doing this, bro.
Yeah.
I'm excited, y'all. Like let's get it. I can't wait for season for season. What did I just say? Like
Next. I know what you're saying. I got you.
Words. You would have thought this was iMessage, bro. I can't. But I'm excited for the next season. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to see what Jetpack Nick got in store for us. I really am. Like, and of course I'm a be there. You
For sure, of course.
We gonna get Mark in here too.
Mark, yeah. Shouts out to my
Mark,
guy, man.
You gonna be here too, yo.
Shouts out to my guy, Mark. That's my man, 100 grand with the plan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh man. So before we like officially go, like, you got anything else you want to say or anything else you want to ask?
I need your top 3 episodes of this season. And no offense to anybody if you do not pick your episode, but it's your top 3 episodes. I gotta know when to hear it right now.
You wildin'. You wildin'.
Oh, all right.
No, but it's cool. I can give 3. And again, shouts out to everybody that I had on the pod, but I'm gonna definitely say Professor Smith Morris is number 1 for me.
Okay. All right.
I'm also going to go with. Let me see. I'm looking through the episodes right now as we speak. I'm gonna go with when I had Mr. Gardner on the pod. That was a classic. Definitely gotta bring him back on and talk some more basketball talk.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with the one that we did about is podcasting in a good place. I feel like that one was very important to highlight because of the space that podcasting is in for a lot of people. People just feel like podcasting isn't a beneficial thing, and we gotta change the landscape of that. We gotta change the mindsets of a lot of people, and prove to them that podcasting can be a very very effective tool for teaching, healing, entertainment, and all those good things.
Okay. I like that. Good answer. This Family Feud. Good answer.
Yeah, but I mean that's essentially it. I just want to say, thank you all for allowing this season to be one for the books, man. Toast up, toast up. You know what I'm saying?
I wish I had a glass, but
they didn't believe in us, but God did.
I can't.
No, But thank you though for leading this wonderful episode. This actually might land in my top 3 now that I'm actually sitting and thinking about it. So you know, we gonna add this one in there too.
Ain't no as a bonus.
Yeah.
All right, you get a bonus. All right, you get a bonus.
Yeah, but thank you. Thanks to all the HolloTalk podcast listeners and supporters, and shouts out to everybody that I'm gonna have on, and just all the wonderful things that we've accomplished so far, man. Cheers to season 4. Hello to season 5, man.
Yeah. Woo, I get chills to think about this. Let's go. All
right. So we're gonna sign out. We're gonna leave y'all with this, and we'll get ready for season 5. Peace and love, y'all. Look at her doing the Harlem Shake, y'all. She's wild.
A hollow shake. You feel me?
Oh, the hollow shake. All right. That's how we signing out, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we'll be back for season 5, man. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace.